I'm Claudia Jordan, and you're watching A Brave Heart View.
I'm Marielle Hemingway, and you're watching A Brave Heart View.
I'm Elia English, and you're watching A Brave Heart View.
I'm Ellie Drake, and you're watching A Brave Heart View. Hello and welcome to A Brave Heart View. Ready to get inspired in only 10 minutes? Your hosts today are Claudia Jordan, TV and radio host and one of the stars of Celebrity Apprentice and co-host of Miss Universe. Marielle Hemingway, Oscar-nominated actress and best-selling author of Marielle's Kitchen. Elia English, Broadway TV and film actress and series regular on The Jamie Foxx Show and Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm Ellie Drake, the founder of Brave Hearts Women. Our guest today is a best-selling author, life coach to the stars, TV host whose passion is to teach others how to live an abundant and fulfilling life. Today he's going to enlighten us on what it takes to create personal riches and well-being through any economic crisis. Now, we like that. Yes. Welcome, Gary Quinn.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Welcome. Great to have you here. So what do you mean by personal riches through economic crisis?
Well, I think the word personal riches or wealthy means an internal, that we're all wealthy. It's not necessarily how much money you have, but money gives you independence and it gives you the opportunity to do anything. But when people start to, let's say, base their life only on money, and that means, you know, financial money, they lose the internal side of who they are and what they really want to be, and we have to get back in touch with that. And no matter what's going on in the economy or the world, that fear is rampant in self-belief and let's say, not trusting yourselves and really looking at how can we change that? Well, there's some easy steps to really take your power back and really understand that all of you and everybody out there has the opportunity to change their life. They have the opportunity to move forward, but we get so caught up in the daily grind that we lose focus. And you have to say, how am I going to do this? Well, you have to say, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, and I'm usually, you know, most people are sick and tired to you know, actually change.
Gary, you know, we were talking earlier about emotions and how people get caught up in their emotions. How would you say, you talked about fear, how would you tell someone how to move forward from that fear in order to begin to embrace that, you know, their life and what they're trying to do and what they want to be and that kind of thing?
Actually, great question, because you know, if you isolate your fear, and if you said, what would be the most fearful thing that comes up for you? It's usually finances, I'm not good enough, that I don't know enough, I don't have an education, that, you know, a specialty, or I'll never meet the soulmate. You know, there's always that fear. You know, so if I said, what would be your biggest fear?
Ooh, for me, gosh,
just
that's
the first thing.
The first thing that comes to my mind.
What scares you?
Whoa, what scares me? Becoming bigger than life.
Okay, so if you were bigger than life, that would bring up a fear. Now, if we start to go on the subconscious level and say, how can we heal that, then we need to treat for success within, for you to know that no matter where you are, all of us have a gift, but we don't really use it, or we don't, let's say, activate it. So you have to know that no matter where you are in your life, you can change this. You can be all that you want to be, but you can't. You have to put the blinders on, and you have to get out of the past, because most people are living the fear based on the past. My last relationship, you know, my last job.
For those of us watching, viewers who say, well, my fear is I'm going to lose my house at the end of this month because I'm 3 months late with my mortgage. It's as real as it can be. And
guess what will happen?
What?
They will lose their house.
Right.
See, you have to change that thought. See the negative and say, I have I have my house. I own my house.
Yeah. Well, I think what I'm gathering from you is the idea of being present in the moment, because there's no problems in the present, right? There's absolutely no problem right now.
And I totally agree with you.
But the reality is what he's saying is, if you keep holding on to that future thought of the disaster that's going to occur, you're creating the disaster that's you're creating your reality.
I'm a devil's advocate, but there's probably people that are watching that's like, you know, it really sounds good, but the reality is I don't have any money. I don't see, like, how am I going to get out of this? Like, thinking positively doesn't seem to be enough, like, you know.
I don't think it's thinking positively.
No, but you have to look at the ways that you can make other streams of income. Most people don't know that they have other talents. They say, well, I can only do this. So they base their whole life on, I can only do this, instead of saying, hey, maybe I can paint, maybe I can, go acknowledge children and speak at a hospital or work with elderly.
So are you saying kind of get more in touch with your intuition, get in touch with what inspires you that you don't even know exists?
Absolutely.
I mean, certain voices that because it seems like the negative voices really aren't your voices. They're not. It's like the not you.
Right.
It's the persona from the past that's running your life now. So it's like, I'm in a crappy situation here, but how can I change it in the now?
Okay, so if you look at how many of you are living in more of the thoughts in the past, is it 10%, 50%, or are you living 50% in the future, thinking what's going to happen to me tomorrow? How long is that series going to go? Am I going to get another book deal? Am I going to find the perfect husband? So all of that is postponing it from coming to you because you're not really living in the now.
See, and you're not relishing what's happening right here.
No,
I totally
because you're too, I'm worried, I'm worried.
So to take it back to this very practical example that's rather boring, but I know that many people are experiencing it. So they're going to lose their house in 20 days, okay? So bring yourself in the moment, allow yourself to let go of all the fear, okay? Tap into your intuition and accept the fact that you're going to lose your house in 20 days?
Well, accept that, but that's not your reality. You override it with a positive statement of, I know my house is paid for. I have unlimited finances that help me pay everything off. I have a great new job. See, you're already in the, let's say example, if you were looking for more money or a better job or a better position, or let's say the perfect husband. Okay.
Every time he says he looks at me, do I have desperation on my face? It is. It's right there. Right? It is. I know it is. You're psychic.
But if I said that you had the most incredible husband that you met next week, and you met this incredible man, and he said, "Oh my God, you're it." He had all the qualifications, the look, the feeling, the spiritual alignment. How would you feel?
I'd be happy.
Okay, emotionally, you'd be happy. Now, are you currently waking up and feeling happy and fulfilled every morning and night and noon?
Well, if you were 36 and woke up with 3 cats in your face, no, I'm not.
So there's an example of she's not duplicating it.
You're right.
You're not
You're right.
duplicating. See, when you duplicate the energy, absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
Gary, you have Touchstone for Life program. What are some of the principles?
Well, some of the principles that I've, let's say, created over years of traveling the world and teaching this is isolate your fear. Once you isolate your fear, which is I'm never going to meet the right husband, whatever your fear is, yours is not to be, big. So if I gave you a mission statement, I have a worldwide career working in every facet of the entertainment business, making unlimited opportunities, winning an Academy Award, an Emmy, a Grammy, and working with incredible people, making an unlimited contribution to my art. How would you feel?
Absolutely fulfilled. I'm about to cry.
Okay, so that's the feeling she has to activate every morning and every night. Then you pull that in. You draw in those principles of those people. So the first step is to isolate your fear, but create a mission statement. So if you're creating the mission statement, your power goes on, the lights go on.
When you're isolating the fear, I mean, because I know it's very important in spiritual development that you don't want to also disacknowledge the fear. I mean, you have to say what is. You accept it and say, okay, I have that. Because I think that sometimes we'll I don't want people in the audience to misinterpret, overriding with a positive thought. Because that's not what you're saying, is what I'm trying to enhance what you're...
It has to be more than just that.
You have to do the homework of, let's say, letting go of the past, acknowledging that, because your cells
loving yourself in that place.
Yeah, maybe you need to get into a new regiment. If you knew you were accepting an Academy Award next year, what would you do mentally, physically, and emotionally that you're not doing already?
A great many things.
Okay, you might say, I'm going to the gym. I'm doing yoga.
Right, yes.
I'm going to whatever it is. Those people who are losing their
take
homes.
action.
You take
Taking
action.
action.
Whatever you believe in, whether it's Kuan Yin, Buddha, God, or Jesus, or whatever, you're believing also in you. We forgot about you.
Yeah, that is a brave heart.
When you plug into that source of your authentic voice, that's when miracles happen, because your full energy is all in the now.
Yes.
There's no more past, there's no more future. You're emanating a new vibration that is the brand new you.
Yes.
Thank you for
I love it. I'm inspired. I'm
Oh my
stop being
God.
so
Claudia's going to work on the brand new Claudia.
I'm thinking of a
Plug into your authentic self and take
good-looking
action.
rich guy, the big NFL contract. I see you right now. To get more information about Gary Quinn, log into braveheartview.com and click on resources.
Core Inner Circle members, you can also access Gary's exclusive video titled 5 Easy Steps to Upgrading Your Life Right Now in your Core member section.
Ooh, and finally, we really want to hear your Braveheart view. So to join us in our discussion forum after the show or to watch more episodes, go to braveheartview.com.
On behalf of our amazing guest, Gary Quinn, and our host, Claudia, Mariel, Elia, and myself, Ellie, thank you for connecting and peace in.